And hello, in this video, I will read to you an email I sent myself to myself, pretending that my daughter would send me this email, right? So I wrote it and it says, "Dear Daniel, from your daughter." All right, pretend. Daniel, you read to me as a baby, as a toddler, and in pre-kindergarten. Afterwards, she knew how to read, so. Daniel, you taught me Tai Chi Chuan so that I could defend myself. You took me out of a black neighborhood school in Miami so I would not get into fights in kindergarten. You see, side note, what happened is I grew up in Chicago and I was many times the only white person on the bus or on the train. And I had problems in several locations. So I also went to an all black school one time after high school. And what happened there was, I could say it was positive. The black girls there surrounded me at the water fountain, and one of them began to kiss me. And I didn't want to reject anybody, so I quit school. Now, at the same time, I've had black girlfriends. So what am I saying? I'm just saying that let my actions speak for myself. You didn't close the door! Alright, hang on. Just a few seconds here because I don't want that video to make I don't want to hear that music because my son's taking a shower, and what happens is YouTube rejects my videos if his music is on this video. All right, so yeah, I took my daughter. She looks white, so I took my white daughter out of the black school in Miami. We basically moved out of the neighborhood, and over here it's more mixed. Over there it became a black neighborhood, so I didn't want to have my daughter in an all black neighborhood classroom, all black school. All right, Daniel, then from ages 5 and up, we did not get along because I wanted to watch TV, read my magic books, not yours, especially your religious ones, and I wanted to sit on my buttocks all day. I did not want to learn more Tai Chi Chuan. I did not do any exercise at all. I didn't even go to the park. And I didn't want to be near you at all because you, Daniel, did not work and buy me anything. All right. And you kept bothering me every day to spend time with you and to do Tai Chi Chuan or to just talk with me. You even got Baker acted because you wanted to start celebrating Christmas with me, and you kept me home from school that Friday before the Christmas vacation started. So now you just abandoned me, Daniel. Now back to that Baker Act thing. It says that parents have a right to choose the type of school for their children. Now, just because this spouse and I have a difference of opinion doesn't mean that I should get Baker acted and that she is more equal than I am in the eyes of the police, because homeschooling is not illegal. All right? So I wanted to spend more time with my daughter, so I got a Baker acted. I held on to the car on the hood with my two hands. Then the spouse drove me around the neighborhood. I closed my eyes because I didn't want to look at her and distract her from, running over a kid or something. But anyway, that was the spouse. I got other videos on explaining that. No, so now, Daniel, you just abandoned me. Yes, you say good morning and you kiss me good night on my head sometimes, but you stay away from me all the time, and you don't even look at me or look for me at all. You only come into the house to get food or to look for your son. When I say, Daniel, look at the pillowcase I sewed, you just say, good work, daughter. You are finally investing your time wisely. And I tell you that I have always spent my time wisely. And you just walk away. Well, I walk away, daughter, because eating Doritos, number one, in your room. I don't want anybody eating in the room. That's how we get cockroaches in the rooms. Number two, it's Doritos or junk food. Number three, you don't do any exercise, so you're just eating a bag of Doritos secretly, or, well, it's secretly because I used to crush the bags. I used to crush them, and then nobody would eat them because they were crushed up. I mean, they like the big chips, not crumbled. So I got Baker Act for doing stuff like that, by the way. It's irritating the family is what they called it. You just walk away, Daniel. When I tell you how I saved $30 in coupons, you just say, nicely done, daughter, and you walk away. You are not a good dad. And so here's my response to my daughter, right? Dear daughter, have a nice life. One, I don't go near you because you argue with me and you don't listen to my teachings. Also, your mother and grandmother tell lies about me and get me Baker Acted when I try to teach you something or I try to correct you by taking away your Kindle. For instance, one thing I would do if I was your dad, right, with power, a dad with power, I would take away your Kindle until you did your 15 minutes of Tai Chi Chuan. 15 minutes, and it's Tai Chi Chuan. Come on, I'm not making you run at full speed or anything. Why am I so much in favor of you knowing Tai Chi Chuan or self-defense? Guns, knives, everything, sticks, rocks. Why? It's because 2 family members have been raped, daughter. Two women. Well, there's a third one, but that one's a boy. All right, so that's why I want you to know how to defend yourself. All right? I'm your dad. I'm supposed to teach you these things. Police officers teach these things. Where do you think I get this information from? I read books about police officers, and I watch videos about people that defend themselves against bullies. Like, one technique I'll teach everybody right now came from a police officer that I saw or read about. He taught, I don't know, can you see my muscle? All right, you can see my muscle, all right? This is the inside of my muscle. He taught his daughter how to stick her thumb in there or how to grab. I don't know how exactly it works, the technique. But the thing is that on the outside, men have a muscle and they're very strong. But on the inside, you could bite it or you could rip with your own claws. And the first thing that man is thinking about is, oh my goodness, I better get to the hospital. All right? That's a self-defense technique. All of you think that, well, maybe some of you think that you could kick a man in the testicles. Believe me, it's easier to hit me in the nose 10 times than hit me in the testicles. Because all of us are men. All of us protect our testicles. Probably, even if we don't have any training, we protect our testicles. And you'll hit us in the teeth or in the nose 5 times before you hit us in the testicles 1 time. So that's a technique I just showed you right now. Rip out that section, bite it, or rip it with your fingers. Even if the guy is super big, that inside is tender. My opinion, and that's what I read about a police officer teaching his daughter. All right, so dear daughter, have a nice life. I don't go near you because you argue with me and you don't listen to my teachings. Also, your mother and grandmother tell lies about me and get me Baker acted when I try to teach you something or I try to correct you by taking away your Kindle. So obviously, I don't waste my time with you, my disrespectful daughter. I don't waste my time with a disrespectful daughter, by the way. If you want to speak with me, I will listen to you in my room or at the park. Now you are getting a taste of your own medicine. You didn't want to spend time with me, so now I don't give you my time. I do love you, daughter, and do want to make our relationship better. And I will be nicer to you when you learn to be respectful towards me. So what are ways you could be respectful? Well, number one, learn Tai Chi Chuan. 15 minutes is not out of this world, all right? All right, let's archive that one. What else can you do to be respectful? Well, did you read The Diary of Anne Frank? That was one of the books I recommended to you. You could talk to me about it. I saw the movie, by the way. I didn't read the book. But my 6th grade teacher, she showed us that book and told us to read it. One day I will, God willing. All right. Apparently I'm done. All right, daughter. So I do love you. And I expect many things from you. You know, like when I take you guys to the park, and I told you this before, I was out there at the park, right? I was telling you, don't argue with each other. Aren't you blessed? Don't you know that you and your brother don't argue? You're at the park. Go have fun. You are blessed to have a dad that takes you to the park or offers to take you. When you did go, right? You would go. You were much younger. And I didn't have a dad who take me to the park. I didn't have a protective or security adult. What do they call it now? A safety adult. I didn't have one of those. You know, when I went to the park, my bike got taken away from me when I was on it. Thank you, sir. All right, so pause the volume on it, will you, so that I could finish this video. Thanks, sir. And thank you for taking your shower, man, and being a decent young man. All right, daughter, back to you. I do love you. Take care of yourself. Have a nice life. When you want to spend time with me, my door's here. You know where I live, in the back of your house. All right? What else can I say? Tonight, thank you for taking Grandma to the hospital. Since I don't find you here in the house, I think you're with your grandma at the hospital. So, thanks for what do you call that? Helping, being helpful. Thank you for being helpful. Read the parenting books. Thank you for being helpful. Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, go ahead and do it, man. All right, talk to you later. Peace out. Peace and love. I love you. Bye for now. Hugs and kisses.
Look down.